Right, so actor John Dumelo, I know you're a very good friend of Yvonne Nelson. My first question is, would you ever be comfortable to put yourself out there by letting the world know the real you?
I mean, yes. Just as we filmmakers, we tell stories of our culture, our love stories, our heritage. I think it's very important for us to tell our own story, of course, through a book, so that people don't come and tell our stories for us, so that people don't say, oh, we thought it was this or we thought it was that. And so it's very encouraging what she's done. And of course, I would encourage a lot of people to do it. She's done it much earlier. Most people, write their books when they are almost retiring from their careers and so on and so forth. She's done it much earlier, and I know for a fact that probably she would bring, she'll put out more books later on. So I'm pretty proud of her.
Now, you have been a very good friend of Yvonne. She constantly is like, she says it without fear or favor. Looking at the things she has put out in her book, were you privy to some of these things?
Yes, I was. I was privy to some of the things she said in her book, and so it wasn't surprising when I saw some tweets about it. That this was what was going on in her life and so on and so forth. So I was privy to some of the things, and I'm glad she said it.
Now, looking at her, I know she's more like a sister to you. If you have a sister who has had to go through all of these things, how would you feel, and how would you be able to console her at this time of her life?
Look, I think everybody goes through tough times. And I think, like the saying goes, it's tough people who go through tough times. And so it's very important for you to write them down and for let people know. Maybe somebody's going through a similar story. I mean, yesterday I was with a friend, and, what he kept on saying was, he was just telling me about his life story and what he's going through, and what he went through, and so people go through a lot of things, and what she's going through, somebody will have a similar story. Somebody will say, oh, you know what, I'm going through the same thing, but I like the way Yvonne has come out to talk about it. So it makes you heal quicker, so that you can move on quicker.
There was this part Manasseh actually put out about your constituency, that there was somebody so close to the president who wanted her to stand in that constituency. Of course, you were also, standing for the NDC. How would it have been if Yvonne Nelson had taken that position to contest against you?
She told me about this thing long ago, that, somebody approached her to contest, against me. And what I realized was, I respected her for that. I respected her for, number one, telling me. I respected her for not taking that decision, because clearly, if you've been told to contest, of course, whoever is telling you, or the group of people telling you, are ready to support you with whatever it is you need. And so I think she put our friendship there, that, look, you know what, John is my friend. I cannot do this against John. I cannot contest against John. And that is what real friends do. And I've really respected her for that.
Now, considering the fact that all of this has come out, and all that, you as celebrities, do you think that the media somehow misjudge you sometimes based on some of the things that come out from your camps or anything?
Oh, of course. The media always is sometimes not friendly to us. They'll put up certain stories, right, or paint a certain picture about you and let you feel as if, you are like this when you're actually not like that. And most celebrities have faced that across the world, from Princess Diana to, of course, some members of the royal family currently, and, other celebrities in the US, around the world. But at the same time, you have the media also promoting some of us, which is good. But they always say controversy sells. If tomorrow there's a news articles that, oh, John Dumelo is fine, he's okay. But if they say, John has done this, hey, everybody will want to read it, everybody will want to comment on it, everybody will, just say negative stuff. So I think, yes, sometimes the media is against us, sometimes they are for us. But I think these days they are more for us than against us. But of course, you still find some bad ones inside.
Now, at the moment, let's talk about you. How are preparations going so far towards, standing again? Yeah.
It's going good. I just came back from Ofinso North. Asin North constituency, where we are campaigning for, the parliamentary candidate there. And so far, so good. And I'm continuing what I'm doing in Ayawaso West. Hopefully, our primaries have been put on hold. So hopefully, in the next few weeks, things will be clear. And then, but nevertheless, I'm not waiting for things to be clear. I'm just moving on, still campaigning. And, so far, so good. I hope, and I know, not I hope, I know that in 2024, I'm definitely going to win the seat for the NDC. And it's going to be pretty historic.
What about Fred Nyama?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if he was here, you'd ask him. I don't know.
Well, and the farming bit too as well.
Amazing. I mean, every day I'm trying out. I'm thinking about new ways to make farming great again in Ghana. And agric is the only thing that we have. We shouldn't let that slip away from our hands. Either than that, we're going to start importing everything from eggs to whatever it is. And so we should take control of our agric industry. There's so much potential. The youth should get into it. There's so much potential, and trust me, in the next, I know that in the next 10, 15 years, Ghana will be at the top when it comes to agric.
Thank you so much, John.
I love you too.
I love you too.